Hey everybody, it's Joe Buffington. Hope you all are doing well. Wanted to show you, you've built your ad now in Facebook, and now I want to show you how to go into Ads Manager and run a professional ad. So I always get asked by agents, why not just use the Boost post? And what I find is that Facebook has a tool called Ads Manager. It is used for ad executives, it's used for people who work in the advertising business as a profession. They also have this thing called Boost. Boost is what Facebook uses to, I'd say, market to people who do not have a great idea of how to market. Um, and I find that they don't use the budget as, I guess, as diligently as they do in Ads Manager. So I always encourage agents use Ads Manager because I think you're going to get more accountability on your budget than you will if you're just using the Boost post. So with that said, let's hop in here. I'm going to share my screen with y'all. So from the 431, you've built your 431 ad, and I've got my 431 ad up here. Just as a recap, 4 photos, 3 things about the property in the description, and then 1 link. So made sure the ad works okay. I've got the photos are up here. It's the way I want it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open a new tab and I'm going to go to facebook.com/ads manager. And Facebook has been moving this around. So hopefully they'll keep this format the same, that you're not going to have to change over and over again. So once I land in here on Ads Manager, I like to go to Business Tools, click on Ads Manager, and it'll open up my dashboard. And your dashboard will show you any of your previous um, ad campaigns you've done in the past with some of the results. So I'm going to go right here to create a new campaign. I like to do these 431 ads as engagement because I'm really looking to get eyeballs on my listings. I'm not necessarily looking for a lead generation. And I want post engagement. I want people liking, commenting, and post engagement I tend to see works the best. And I'll hit continue. All right, so here is, and this is in Facebook Ads Manager. They do make some things a little difficult to understand if you've never been here for the first time. It's almost like being inducted into a secret society. You need to know the handshake, you need to know the special term. And so here is the special handshake. You need to make sure special ads categories. So for real estate, we must select this as a housing ad. I find that when an agent comes to me and says, hey, my ad was rejected, 90% of the ads that get rejected are rejected because they did not have a housing component in the special ads category. I'm going to name this campaign. This is going to be my Fairmont new listing. I'm going to leave all of this the same. And I'm going to hit next. All right, here we go. So budget and schedule. I like to do a lifetime budget. I'm going to run a $20 lifetime budget, and it's giving me an error message, and that's okay right now. I'm going to run this ad from April 9th, and I'm going to run it through the weekend. I want to get engagement between now and over the weekend, and I'm going to bump this time up. Let's go 2 o'clock. All right. So 2 things. Gone over the special ad category. We've got a lifetime budget, and I run that budget through the weekend. So I've set my budget and set start and end date to that. Demographics, I do not touch demographics. But with the audience location, I will edit the audience location. So this property is in Bethesda, Maryland. And when you run a housing ad, the minimum allowed radius around the property is 15 miles. So this gives you a chance to look at, well, where do I think these buyers are going to come from? So with my map, this is pinpointed right in Bethesda. You've got going into Alexandria, Arlington, DC, on the other side of the Beltway into Prince George's County, and just north of, it looks like just north of Route 200. I can also drop a pin. I can grab this drop pin function and I can say, well, you know what? I think there's probably going to be a contingent that are going to be coming, want to stay in Montgomery County, and they want to come north and they want to head south. So this could be someone who is moving out of their suburban 3,500 square foot house. Now they want to get into a inner, closer downtown type of condo living. So I'm going to put that there. And I can also remove this Bethesda pin drop as well. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that out. So I'm just going to do one radius. You can do as many of these radiuses as you'd like. Again, with the demographics, I'm not touching any of the demographics. And then placements. Placements, I'm going to go to a manual placement. And here's the way I look at it is I don't want this on Instagram. Don't need it in the audience network, just on Facebook. And within Facebook, I just want it on the news feed. So I'm going to click off Marketplace, click off video feeds, click off in stream, click off search, click off in article. So the only option I've got is newsfeed. And this is to simplify it, is that what I find is depending on how your ad has been already created on your business page, I found some issues with some of these different options, that some of these options have parameters that they will allow or won't allow. The newsfeed is the most forgiving place where you can put an ad. So the other thing is I look at, where do I look when I go on Facebook? I'm always looking right in the middle, right down the fairway. So on the newsfeed is the best place for it. All right, now we're going to hit next. So we've gotten through special ad category, housing. We put in a budget, a lifetime budget that's going to begin and end. We've also edited the location. Where is it going to be placed geographically? And then last thing we've done so far is where's it going to be placed on Facebook as well. So we've made those modifications. Next, and lastly, we're going to create the ad. We've already created the ad. Here we go. It's right here on my business page. Now I want to link the two together. I want to get Facebook to pull that ad over. I'm going to use an existing post. I'm going to select that post, and now it pulls up the renovated corner unit condo with slider to balcony. Hit continue. All right. And here is what it is going to look like in my feeds. I don't necessarily put call to action buttons on here. More than welcome to play with that. I tend to try to keep it very simple, make it look like a Facebook post as opposed to an ad. Ads always have buttons on them, things like that. So that's your call. Last but not least, I'm going to hit publish on this. And you'll see the publish wheel. I'm not going to touch anything. All righty. And now it's brought me back to the dashboard. And what I tend to do is I leave this tab open. And from time to time throughout the day, I'll go back in and you'll see this refresh button right here. I'll hit this button from time to time to see how they will review it. During COVID, we found that Facebook was really slow on reviewing ads. I'm finding on your picture ads, they will review the ads much quicker. Usually maybe about 2 hours it'll take to review it. If you're doing a video, videos are taking over a day for review. I'm finding that time coming down a little bit, but just a word to the wise, if you're trying to beat the clock, be careful with your video ads. And then one other kind of caution out there is with your ad, make sure that there isn't a bunch of words or kind of graphics typed graphics into your pictures. If there are a bunch of words and graphics on your pictures, Facebook has a 10% rule. If there's 10% or more of the photo that is uh, text, they will throw out the ad or they will diminish its marketing. So just keep that in mind. All right, so I've published that ad.